and welcome back. We're going to continue on. Page 263, Canto 11, The Kingdom of the Godheads of the Greater Mind. Reading from SAVITRI by Sri AUROBINDO. Memory steals in from lost heavens of truth. A wide release comes near, a glory calls. A might looks out on a strange felicity in glamorous passages of half-veiled light. Oh, let's see this cuteness. Oh, my belly. Want me to get that belly? Want me to get that belly? Oh, this is my belly. Oh, sweetest puppy dog in the whole wide world. I can't wait to see Oregon with her. Walk around like true nature beauty. Not to discount Houston, Texas or anything. I mean, it's beautiful, naturally speaking. What was I? Piggy, you're too damn cute. A memory steals in from the lost heaven's truth. A wide release comes near. Get your belly on my foot. A glory calls. A mighty lookout. A mighty lookout looks out in a strange felicity, in glamorous passages of half-veiled light, wandering. Am I gonna go? Sorry, I'll get down to it now. Wandering, a brilliant shadow of itself. This quick, uncertain leader of blind gods, this tender of small lamps, this minister serf, hired by mind and body for earth use, forgets its work mid crude realities. It recovers its renounced imperial right. It wears once more a purple robe of thought and knows itself the ideal seer and king, communicant and prophet of the unborn, heir to delight and immortality. All things are real, and here are only dreams. Row your boat like just a dream. Everything is. Imaginations, no limitations. In our unknown depths sleeps their reserve of truth. On our unreached heights they reign and come to us in thought and muse, trailing their robes of light. But our dwarf will and cold pragmatic sense admit not the celestial visitants awaiting us on the ideal's peaks, are guarded in our secret, self-unseen, yet flash sometimes across the awakened soul, hide from our lives their greatness, beauty, power. Our present feels sometimes their regal touch. Our future strives towards their luminous thrones. Out of spiritual secrecy they gaze, immortal footfalls in mind's corridor sound. Our souls can climb into the shining plains. The breaths from which they came can be our home, his privilege regained of shadowless sight. The thinker entered the immortal's air and drank again his pure and mighty source, immutable in rhythmic calm and joy. He saw sovereignly free in limitless light. The unfallen plains, the thought-created worlds, where knowledge is the leader of the act and matter is of thinking substance made, feeling a heaven bird poised on dreaming wings, answers truth. Truth's call as to a parent's voice form, luminous leaps from the all-shaping beam, and will is a conscious chariot of the gods, and life a splendor stream of musing force carries the voice of the mystic suns. A happiness it brings of whispered truth, there runs in its flow, honeying the bosom of space, a laughter from the immortal heart of bliss, and the unfathomed joy of timelessness, the sound of wisdom's murmur in the unknown, and the breath of an unseen infinity, and gleaming clarities of amethyst air. The chainless and omnipotent spirit of mind, brooded on the blue lotus of the idea, a gold supernal sun of timeless truth, poured down the mystery of the eternal ray, through a silence quivering with the world of light on an endless ocean of discovery. Far off he saw the joining hemispheres, left, right brain, on meditation, mounting edge on trance, great stairs of thought climbed up to unborn heights, where time's last ridges touch eternity's sky and nature speaks to the spirit's absolute. Man, this is intense. Hope y'all are enjoying SAVITRI, Book 2, Canto 11, The Kingdom of the Godheads of the Greater Mind. We just got finished hearing how both spheres, male, female, the upper, higher mind, divine, feminine, logic, masculine, emotion, feminine, masculine, logic. You knock out that middle little ridge, put them back together how it should be all one. Far off he saw the joining hemispheres on meditation's mounting edge of trance. Great stairs of thought climb to unborn heights, where time's last ridges touch eternity's skies, and nature speaks to the spirit of the absolute. Take a little break. I'll be right back. Hope y'all are enjoying it. Hit the like and subscribe button. Continuing on, line 166. A triple realm of ordered thought came first, a small beginning of immense ascent. Above were bright ethereal skies of mind. They packed an endless soar, as if sky pressed sky. Wow, they put that from sky pressed sky. Wow, packed an endless soar, as if sky pressed sky. Buttressed against the void on bastioned light, the highest strove to neighbor eternity. The largest widened into the infinite, but though immortal, mighty, and divine, the first realms were close and kin to human mind. Their deities shape our great. Their deities shape our greater thinking's roads. A fragment of their puissance can be ours. These breadths were not too broad for our souls to range. These heights were not too high for human hope. A triple flight led to this triple world. Although abrupt for common strengths to tread, its upward slope looks down on our earth's poise. On a slant not too precipitously steep. Ooh, I just got a beautiful vision of myself snowboarding in Oregon or Northern California somewhere this winter. I haven't gone snowboarding in over a decade. That'll be such a blessing. I'll cry out to the heavens, thank you, heavens, when I'm at the top of the mountain burning a big ale. Or actually, I'll be smoking Hearts, Herbal Extract Labs concentrates exclusively. That being said, it'll be blessings. Everything is blessings. When we see it like as such, it's all blessings, regardless. Enjoy. The largest widened into the infinite, but though more immortal, mighty, and divine, the first realms were closed and kin to the human mind. Their deities shape our greater thinking roads. A fragment of the puissance can be ours. These breaths were too broad for our souls to range. These heights were not too high for human hope. A triple flight led to this triple world. Although abrupt for common strengths to tread. Oh, that's on my belly. There's the puppy dog belly. Oh, no. And its upward slope, yeah, that's right. Thinking about snowboarding. It's been a long time. I can't wait. It's going to be a blessing. Down on our earth poise, on a slant, not too precipitously steep. One could turn back traveling deep, descending lines to commune with the mortal's universe, the mighty wardens of the ascending stair, who intercede with the all-creating word. These waited for the pilgrim heaven-bound soul, holding the thousand keys of the beyond. They proffered their knowledge to the climbing mind and filled the life with thought's immensities. The prophet hierophants of the occult law, the flame-bright hierarchs of the divine truth, interpreters between man's mind and God's. They bring the immortal fire to mortal men, iridescent, bodying the invisible. The guardians of the eternal's bright degrees fronted the sun S-U-N, in radiant phalanxes, P-H-A-L-A-N-X-E-S. Afar these seemed a symbol imagery, illumined originals of the shadowy script in which our sight transcribes the ideal ray. Think it and it will be. Our icons figuring a mystic truth but nearer gods and living presences. A march of friezes marked the lowest steps, fantastically ornate and richly small. A march of friezes, oh man, lowest steps. Friezes, where do we see friezes? In places where pompous ass rich niggas used to hang and everyone had slaves and shit. Places that don't exist on New Earth. Equals heart. New heart. Fantastically ornate and richly small. See, what was I just talking about? They had room for the whole meaning of a world, symbols minute of its perfection's joy. Take the time out. Oh, she's shy all of a sudden. She does it. She's shy. Iridescent by the indivisible, the guardians of the eternal bright degrees, fronted the sun's radiant phalanxes. Afar they seemed the symbols, imagery, illumined originals of the shadowy script in which our sights transcribe the ideal ray, or icons figuring a mystic truth. Explosion of light. All up on your face, kid. Alright. In which our sight transcribes the ray, our icons figuring the mystic truth but near God's and living presences. A march of friezes on the lowest steps, fantastically ornate and richly small. They had room for the whole meaning of a world. Symbols minute of its perfection's joy, strange beast that were nature's forces made alive and wakened to the wonder of his role. Man grows an image undefaced of God, and objects the fine coin of beauty's reign. As soon as she fell asleep, I was rubbing that belly with my foot. She's sound asleep. Put her in a trance, yeah. But wide the terrains where those levels serve, in front of the ascending epiphany, world times enjoyers, favorites of world bliss, the masters of things actual, lords of the hours, playmates of youthful nature and child God, creators of matter by hid stress of mind, whose subtle thoughts. Almost fell out. Oh, she's awake. I love that puppy dog so much. She's my guardian angel. For real, for real. Whose subtle thought supports life unconscious matter and guide the fantasies of brute events, stood there erasing and young keen vision gods, king children born on wisdom's early plane, taught in her school world making's mystic play, archmasons of the eternal thaumaturage, thaumaturage, molders and measurers of fragmented space. They had made their plane of the concealed unknown a dwelling house for the invisible king. Obeying the Eternal's deep command, they have built in the material front of things this wide world kindergarten of young souls. Ooh, how like proper for that. Where the infant spirit learns through mind and sense to read the letters of the cosmic script and study the body of the cosmic self and search for the secret meaning of the whole. To all that spirit conceives, they give a mold. Excuse me. Persuading nature into visible moods, they lend a finite shape to infinite things. Each power that leaps from the unmanifest, leaving the largeness of the eternal's peace. They seized and held their precisian eye and made a figurative in the cosmic dance, and made its free caprice they bound by rhythmic laws and compelled to accept its posture and its line. It's in the wizardry of the ordered universe, the all-containing was contained in form. Woo. In a nutshell. Oneness was carved into units measurable, the limitless built into a cosmic sum, unending space was beaten into a curve, indivisible time into small minutes cut. The infinitesimal masses to keep secure, the mystery of the formless cast into form. How do you do that there? The mystery of the formless cast into form. That's some divine work. Invincibly their craft devised for use, the magic of sequent number and sign spell. Design's miraculous potency was caught, laden with beauty and significance, and by the determining mandate of their gaze, figure, and quality equating joined. In an inextricable identity, on each event they stamped its curves of law, and its trust in change of burden circumstance. A free and divine incident no more, at each moment willed, or adventure of the soul. It lengthened a fate-bound mysterious chain, a line foreseen of an immutable plan. One step more in necessity's long march. One step closer. A term was set for every eager power, restraining its will to monopolize the world. Oof, thank goodness. Lord have mercy. A groove of bronze prescribed for force and act, and shown to each moment its appointed place, for-willed inalterably in the spiral. The huge time loop fugitive from eternity, inevitable, their thoughts like links of fate imposed on the leap of lightning race of mind, and on the frail fortuitous flux of life, and on the liberty of atomic things. Ouchie, baby. Immutable cause and adamant consequence. Idea gave up the plastic infinity to which it was born and now traced out instead. Small separate steps of chain work and plot. Man. Immortal once, now tied to birth and end. Torn from its immediacy of effortless sight, knowledge was rebuilt from cells of inference. Man, that's shady. Not knowledge, don't sound like it. Into a fixed body, flask and perishable, thus bound it grew, but could not last, and broke. Into a new thinking body left its place. A cage for the infinite great-eyed seraphim thoughts. Was closed with a crisscross of world laws for bars, and hedged into a curt horizon's arc. The irised vision of the ineffable, a timeless spirit was made the slave of the hours. The unbound was cast into a prison of birth, to make a world that mind could grasp and rule, on an earth which looked towards 1,000 suns, that the created might grow nature's lord, and matter's depths be illuminated with the soul. They tied to date in norm and infinite scope. The million mysteried movement of the one above stood ranked a subtle archangel race with larger lids and looks that searched the unseen. A light of liberating knowledge shone across the gulfs of silence in their eyes. They lived in the mind and knew truth from within. A slight withdrawal in the concentrated heart could pierce behind the screen of time's results, and the rigid cast and shape of visible things, all that escaped conception's narrow noose. Vision descried and gripped their seeing thoughts, filled in the blanks left by the seeking sense. High architects of possibility and engineers of the impossible, mathematicians of the infinitudes and theoricians of unknowable truths. They formulate enigmas, postulates. They sound like some smart dudes and dudettes. And join the unknown to the apparent worlds. Hardworking too. Acolytes, they wait upon the timeless power, the cycle of her works, investigate, passing her fence of wordless privacy. Their mind could penetrate her occult mind and draw the diagram of her secret thoughts. They read the codes and ciphers she has sealed. That sounds a bit intrusive. Copies they made of all her guarded plans. Bastards. Horror copiers. We're all part of the divine plan. It's all good. For every turn of her mysterious course assigned a reason and unchanging rule, the unseen grew visible to student eyes. Explained was the immense and conscient scheme. Audacious lines were traced upon the void. The infinite was reduced to square and cube. Ouch. Got locked up. Won't let me out. I got cubed up. Fuck all that. Infinity. Don't get cubed up. Arranging symbol and significance, tracing the curve of a transcendent power, they framed the Kabbalah of the cosmic law. The balancing line discovered of life's technique and structured her magic and her mystery, imposing schemes of knowledge on the vast. They clamped to syllogisms. SYLLOGISMS. A finite thought. It's like a symbol of a syllogism. The free logic of an infinite consciousness grammared the hidden rhythms of nature's dance, critiqued the plot of the drama of the worlds, made figure the number a key to all that is. The psychoanalysis of the cosmic self was tranced and secret hunted down and read. The unknown pathology of the unique assessed was the system of the probable, the hazard of fleeting possibilities to account for the actual's unaccountable sum, necessity's logarithmic tables drawn, cast into a scheme, the triple act of the one. Divine Trinity, all one. But y'all already knew that. I know you did. Now I got wax on my chest hair. Oh shit, that hurts. Be more careful. It's gonna tear out a big old patch. It'll work great for waxing, like herbal herbal extract lab concentrates. Like every once in a while, I'll just spill a little bit on my chest hair, and eventually it'll bunch together. And when I go to pull it out, I think it'll just pull out hair. But he yanks some motherfucker out like circle all the way down to the roots, and it doesn't feel good. But I always forget that it's gonna be so intense until afterwards, and I'm like, hallelujah. Instead of cussing, because I feel it makes the pain less real. But anywho, I have no idea where we were. Yeah, here we are. Somewhere in here. Square and cube, yeah. Life's technique, blah, blah, blah. Syllogisms, yeah. We got grammar, critique, plot. Made figure and number key, yes. Was traced as 600 down, assessed. Was traced its secrets, hunted down and read. The unknown pathology of the unique assessed was the system of the probable, the hazards of fleeing possibilities. I can't stop thinking about how I'm going to be snowboarding in Oregon or Northern California. Anywhere, I'll be snowboarding this winter. I've been wanting to go snowboarding for over a decade. I haven't been in like 13 years. Thank you, universe. This is such a blessing. Oh, okay, y'all. Tripping. We can't go snowboarding in Houston, Texas, but I don't know if y'all knew that. Y'all probably think we ride horses to the motherfucking airport, where, you know, we take big ass dragonflies out, which that'd be dope. Assessed was the system of the probable, the hazards of fleeing possibilities to account for the actuals, unaccounted sum, necessities, logarithmic tables drawn, cast into a scheme of triple act to the one, unveiled and abrupt, the invisible multitude of forces whirring in the hands of chance seemed to obey the vast imperative. Their tangled motives worked out unity, a wisdom read their minds to themselves unknown. Their anarchy rammed into a formula, and from their giant randomness of force, oh, that sounds awake, following the habit of their million paths, distinguishing each faintest line as they stroke. That's weak. Weak sauce. Of a concealed, unutterable design. Out of the chaos of the invisible's moods derived the calculus of destiny. In its bright pride of universal lore, mind's knowledge overtopped the omniscience power, the Eternal's winging eagle pussiences. Go, man, run tell that. For those in the back, I'm going to repeat it. Those in the back row, so y'all hear me. Little know what it do. Hey, what it do? Wow, how did they even come up with that, man? I'm like mind blown. The Eternal's winged eagle pussiences, surprised in their untracked empyrean, stooped from their gyres to obey the beck of thought. Each mysteried god, forced to revealing form, assigned his settled moves in nature's game, zigzagged. Zigzagged at the gesture of the chess player's will. Like a knight. Across the checkerboard of cosmic fate, and the wide sequence of necessity steps predicted every act and thought of God, its values weighed by the accountant mind, checked in his mathematical omnipotence, lost its divine aspect of miracle. Boring math. That's my opinion. And was a figure in a cosmic sum. Damn, sound like lump sum. Damn, that boring. The mighty mother's whims and lightning moods, arisen from her all-wise unruled delight in the freedom of her sweet and passionate breast, robbed of their wonder, were chained to a cause and aim. An idol of bronze replaced her mystic shape that captures the movements of the cosmic vast. In the sketch precise of an ideal face forgotten was her eyelashes dream print, carrying on their curve infinity's dreams. Eyelashes dream print. Wow. Curved, carrying on their curved infinity. So eyelashes dream print. What she sees is dreams. Eyelashes dream, carrying on curved infinity. What? Boom! Mind blown. Holy. Woo, this guy's good. Thank you, Shri. AUROBINDO. In sketch precise of an ideal face, is she beautiful? Forgotten was her eyelashes, dream print, carrying on their curve infinity's dreams. Lost the alluring marvel of her eyes, the surging wave throbs of her vast sea heart, the bound to a theorem of ordered beats. They bound to a theorem of ordered beats. Her deep designs from which herself she had veiled, bowed, self-revealed in their confessional, for the birth and death of the worlds they fixed a date. The diameter of infinity was drawn. Hello, how you do that? Measure the distance arc of the unseen heights, and visualize the plumbless, viewless depths, till all seemed unknown that in time could be. All was coerced by number, name, and form. Nothing was left untold, incalculable, yet was their wisdom circle with a naught. Truths they could find and hold, but not the one truth. The highest was to them unknowable. By knowing too much, they missed the whole to be known. Woo! Woo! Can I get a hello? Or whatever. Big up to Infinite Waters. Can I get a hello? I'm going to say that again for those in the back row. Starting pitch 271. All was chorused by number, name, and form. Nothing left untold. Incalculable. Yet was their wisdom circled with a naught. N-O-U-G-H-T. Truths they couldn't find and hold, but truths they could find and hold, but not the one truth. They were like, what's going on? The highest was to them unknowable. Here it comes. Here it comes. Listen. Wait for it. By knowing too much, they missed the whole to be known. That's rough. I kind of hit someone, I don't know. The fathomless heart of the world was left unguessed, and the transcendent kept its secrecy. In a sublimer and more daring soar to the wider summit of the triple stairs, bare steps climbed up the flaming rocks of gold, burning their way to a pure absolute sky. August, and few the sovereign kings of thought had made of space their wide all-seeing gaze, surveying the enormous work of time, a breath of all-containing consciousness, supported being in a still embrace, intercessors with a luminous unseen. They captained the long passage to the world, the imperatives of the Creator's self, obeyed by unknowing earth, by conscious heaven. Their thoughts are partners in a vast control. A great all-ruling consciousness is there, and mind unwitting serves a higher power. It is a channel, not the source of all. The cosmos is no accident in time. There is no meaning in each play of chance. There is a meaning in each play of chance. There is a freedom in each face of fate. A wisdom knows and guides the mysteried world. A truth gaze shapes its beginnings and events. A world self-born upon creation's heights. That's the sweetest puppy dog in the whole wide world. A world self-born upon creation's heights. Voice of eternal. Can I get to the puppy dog? In the temporal spheres, prophet of the seeing of the absolute, sows the idea, significance, and form, and from that seed the growth of time arises. On peaks beyond our ken, the all-wisdom sits. A single and infallible look comes down, a silent touch from the supernal's air, awakes thee to ignorant knowledge in its acts. The secret power in the inconscient depths, compelling the blinded Godhead to emerge, determining necessity's new dance, as she passes through the circuit of the hours and vanishes from the chase of infinite eyes. Down circling vistas of aeonic time, the unseizable forces of cosmic whirl bear in their vacant limbs the infinity of an original foresight that is fate. Even nature's ignorance is truth's instrument. Our struggling ego cannot change her course, yet is it a conscious power that moves in us. A seed idea is parent to our acts, and destiny, the unrecognized child of will, infallibly by truth.